answer, imagination, what a world it could be. First graders have such a vivid imagination, and in the eyes of a child, anything can seem possible. Mrs. Mossel thought it would be a great idea to explore these possibilities. My name is Grace Springer, and I'll be guiding you through this journey. To start our night, we'll hear from Mrs. Brayton's, Mrs. Hahn's, and Mrs. Kennedy's class sing On Top of Spaghetti. On Top of Spaghetti is a children's song with the best-known performance by folk singer Tom Glazer in 1963. The song was sung to the tune of On Top of Old Smoky. It is the tale of a meatball that was lost when somebody sneezed. The song discusses what happened to the meatball after it fell off of a pile of spaghetti and rolled away, which the kids thought was hilarious to imagine. Food, the students will sing Apples and Bananas. The first graders found it so interesting how one letter could change the entire sound of a word. It was even more fun to imagine what an apple or a banana might look like.
Apples and bananas.
nursery rhyme. There are several versions of the song, but one thing that they all have in common is that there was a man who lived on the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. For some reason, this man wore clothing made out of what else? Food. Mrs. Anderson helped us bring Aiken to life with her whimsical drawings. About one's imagination. Imagination is the ability to form new images and sensations in the mind that are not perceived through other senses, such as sight, hearing, or other senses. Imagination helps make knowledge applicable in solving problems and is fundamental to integrating experience into the learning process. A basic training for the imagination is listening to storytelling. In fact, one of my stories that I loved as a child was the Lorax. I used to imagine that I was dressed up like the Barbaloots, searching for truffle fruits. Albert Einstein was once quoted, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, imagination encircles the world." When our children are allowed to imagine things, they are creating a foundation for knowledge to be built upon. And what fun can imagination be? The first group of first graders will sing selections about different places. The first place they'll visit is a place that we can only dream about, where watermelons grow and the wildlife do pretty interesting things. Please enjoy Mrs. Azapira's, Mrs. Kostanik's, and Mrs. Shu's classes lead the next portion of our concert. What if it wasn't possible to go visit someone by regular modes of transportation? We all know how expensive it can be to travel across the country. But what if you can mail yourself? Who knows? Maybe that wouldn't be cheaper either. Well, American songwriter Woody Guthrie wrote a song about just doing that. The first graders got a kick out of imagining what it would be like to travel through the mail.
I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna
up on the risers. We've already heard about the man on the moon, but I wonder if there could be any other odd creatures out in space. What do you think, first graders? Have you heard of space worms? Space worms make some interesting sounds. You'll see what I mean. I'd now like to invite several people up on the stage with the rest of the first grade classes for our final portion of the concert. Connie Jorgensen, whom I'm sure many of you know as the elementary music teacher here in Amherst School District, was teaching here for 35 years. She shared her love with music with countless numbers of children, probably a few of you sitting here in the audience. Connie will be playing the guitar and singing with the current Amherst teacher, Chuck Wellman. Together they will join the first graders and sing the song Puff the Magic Dragon, written by Peter Yarrow and Leonard Linton. Puff the Magic Dragon is a charming song about a child who inevitably grows old and forgets his imaginary friend. This song is a favorite of the children and also a song that touched their hearts. Many conversations were had about losing someone special, just like Puff lost Jackie Paper.
In boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perch on Puff's gigantic tail.
Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Dragons live forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant strings make way for other toys.
One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar.
His head was bent in sorrow, green scales they fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane.
Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Our next song, What If, asks many questions, such as, what if mountains could walk? Or what if forests could see? But I think the most important question asked is, what if everyone here got along? This question struck a chord with the first graders because they had to work hard to make this a reality in each and every day.
Rainbows could talk. What if mountains could walk?
Gummy Bear, or the Gummy Bear song, is a novelty dance song. It refers to the gummy bear, a type of bear-shaped candy originating in Germany. The song was first released in Hungary, where it spent months as being a number one. Subsequently, it became the global internet sensation, and it's large part due to YouTube, which is how Mrs. Moskal was introduced to it. The first graders just love dancing along with the music and are even able to sing along with some of it. Opportunity to thank you for coming to support your child's music education. Please stay seated until the first graders have left the auditorium. You can meet your child in the cafeteria. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
I'd like to take a moment to just personally thank a few people. Of course, Chuck Wellman and Connie Jorgensen for playing for us and singing. And then Grace Stringette for narrating for us. She does an excellent job. And of course, all of the wonderful people that we work with, our first grade teachers, my principal, Cheryl Meyer, and everyone else that helps to make this program possible. And of course, all of you sitting out in the audience for being here and bringing your children and skipping the soccer game. All right. So, I'm a team parent, so I know. All right, what it is